This is part 9 of It's Never Your Fault, my story of surviving incest. I just released a weight off of my shoulders that I've been carrying for quite some time. And now that I've said it, it just makes a clearer picture in my mind of how truly innocent I was in these scenarios. An innocence of mine was taken that I can no longer get back. But instead of being angry over that, instead of letting it rot deep inside of me and destroy me, I'm deciding to talk about it, to speak about it, and to end the cycle here. Apparently, a lot of generational trauma decided to stop with me, but somebody had to do it. I'll step right on it. So after the incident with my uncle, I was still very eager to be with someone intimately. I wanted to have sex before it happened. And after my healing mentally and physically, I still wanted to do it afterwards. And so I kind of believe that when traumatic sexual experiences happen to people, that you can go one of two ways. One is to be completely shut off. Don't touch me, get away from me, I don't know you. Or completely opposite. Shop's open, here we go. I'll say I chose the latter. So in my mind, when I lost my virginity, it was when I decided to. And I decided to do it in a threesome. And oddly enough, it was something out of a gay romance novel. I can't believe I'm saying this. But it was kind. It was gentle. It was everything I wanted it to be and more. So, in classic Christoph form, this horror movie of a shit show that happened, I know, let's paint over it with this gay fairy tale. And it worked great. And honestly, I don't regret it. I don't regret it. Now, do I wish that I can say that's where it stopped and I continue to be a good boy for the rest of my life? No, it's not. I believe that's when I started to really only see myself worthy of sexual attention. When it came to sex, it didn't matter how much money you had. When it came to sex, it didn't matter what happened to you in the past. And in the gay community, sex. Guys, sex. And it was very easy to just get wrapped up in that, which led me down a path of drugs and alcoholism. Now, do I blame my addictions on my incest, survival? Now, do I blame my alcoholism and my drug addiction on what happened to me? No, I don't. That is because of a lot of things that happened to me, all of which were an accumulation of life stuff that brought me to that darkness. But like I've said in my first or second video, I truly believe that when and after the incident of my uncle is when I truly stopped seeing the value in myself. I truly stopped seeing the greatness that I could be. And that's when I began to see myself as a one note. Either I can do this or nothing. I can always be desired this way. A few years after the incident with my uncle passed away from AIDS. Now, I wonder if you might be thinking, you happy he's dead? You think he got what he deserved? You think he's sorry? I'm not able to think about those things. Because as of today, I can tell you I have compassion. And how sorry I feel. And how painful it must have been for him to keep something buried deep down inside of him for so long. I wonder if something that hurtful ever happened to him. I wonder if he's finally free. Or more importantly, have you forgiven yourself? Today, these scars help build up who I am. And I feel like this story is just a little piece of a mosaic that in the grand scheme of things creates this beautiful, beautiful image that makes up me. And out of every image, there's gotta be a little darkness. It builds that contrast to make the light shine even brighter. So this is just a bit of darkness for my contrast. That's all. That's how I choose to see it. Because at the end of the day, I found out that I have a family that truly loves and supports me. At the end of the day, I came out with no permanent physical harm. At the end of the day, my attacker no longer exists. But what also no longer exists is the shame and the pain and the guilt that once resided within me. So as I wrap all of this up, I want to remind you all why I did this. I hope that there's someone else out there that knows they're not alone. That it wasn't just the R word. It was more of a violation of your trust. It was incest. You didn't want it. But you're no longer going to be a victim of it. And you don't care who else's feelings are hurt, because it's not about them. Remember, baby, it's about you. And you deserve to live free. I know I do. I want to thank you for listening. And I appreciate your time. And if you're out there and you've got that secret deep inside of you, I urge you to let it out. Maybe not over the internet like I am, but find somebody, because you deserve to be free. This is part 9 of It's Never Your Fault, my story of surviving incest.